Hey everyone, this is Joterfi and I'm back with another commentary. Today we're going to be looking at a user by the name of CommentJack. He did a commentary on Clay Claymore and DiCaprio commentated on that, and so, naturally, CommentJack responded. And that's the video we're going to be looking at today.
Before we begin, let's see how it got here. A few weeks ago, I made a commentary on Mr. Enter-gasm humorless, and now it's my most popular video. Yay! However, this is also my most hated video. From 12 people who watched it, only one liked it. However, after searching over and over again, I found the source of all the hate. A video that was released on September 18 of 2015.
Because, it's not because the videos are bad or anything. Nope, it's clearly because some asshole commentated on you. Yeah.
This is my first major multi-degree commentary. So let's go, shall we?
Hey everyone, this is DiCaprio Doran here. Remember when I did a Mr. Enter commentary? Good times. I bring this up because I'm doing a commentary on a fanboy of Mr. Enter.
9 seconds. It took you 9 seconds to get to bad taste.
Wait, how? Do you plan on explaining that or just...
Where she tries to defend the
okay.
almighty Mr. Enter.
Never
from Claymore,
mind.
the devil.
Behold the power of the Changeling Queen.
Oh wait, you didn't even check out his channel because you did a video on your favorite YouTuber.
Whatever, he goes straight into both.
Also, you stutter and have a somewhat crappy mic. Fix it!
Have you ever worked with a broken USB?
Have you considered fixing your broken USB or getting a new one? I absolutely love how this seems to be this newfound concept. If something is broken, don't use it. You can pick up a new microphone for relatively cheap these days. I mean, it's not going to be the latest and greatest, but it's going to be better than what you're using right now.
Honestly, I don't care about the show, but I do know how bad it's fan bashing.
Wow, the placement of that skip card was horrible. I mean, I know why you used it, but you could have easily just cut out the unneeded reference and save more time.
Also, what was with the random Bendaluni clip? He was talking about Powerpuff Girls fans, not Family Guy fans, or did you just add that to pad out the video? Because I really don't have a freaking clue.
Well, I try to say that calling the fans man-child is just a bit cruel.
Then why didn't you just say it? At least then we would have known what you were talking about.
Do people want spin-offs or reboots of their favorite shows? In the case of the original Titans, there are stories and areas they haven't explored.
Oh no, you did not type that.
But in all seriousness, most people still complain about cartoons of today, and they're all like, I want the old shows back, I won't like change. And they do bring back, they're like, this isn't how I remember it, you sucksy, and y'all should die and work on that show.
Are we talking about Mr. Enter or Doggy D Dashan?
I'll let you figure that one out yourself. Also skipping the media clip.
Also, I don't think people will take you seriously because your avatar. Seriously, I need to be on the bad avatar commentary bingo. Uses a pony avatar. There, I wrote it down.
By that logic, Super Funny Bros wouldn't be taken seriously either.
Awesome, a decent point. You should really make more of those.
One day, all of Equestria will bow to me.
Let's take a look at one of the episodes from their seasonal ride era, Girls Gone Wild. The subject of one of my most annoying reviews I've ever had to make. Why is this episode so annoying to review? Well, you know those episodes or movies where the writer really wanted to get across a message so much that they forgot they're actually trying to tell a story? Yeah, it's one of those episodes. First of all, I found out this episode has no actual beginning. It starts with these two assholes here saying that because there are a lot of kids pretending to be superheroes, Professor Newtonian needs to sign a contract that the girls won't use their superpowers.
Alright, first of all, these two here are Stan and Sandra Practice, a shameless and obvious strawmanning of the standards and practices that dictate what you can or can't show on television. These characters are designed to be rich, snooty, detached from reality, and obnoxious.
One minute later...
I don't think you get what he was saying. He basically said Mr. Enter has a poor understanding of what satire is. Watch TVRB Robotnik Returns and Realm Wars' commentary on the satire video Mr. Enter did. It'll help you since you don't seem to be able to read properly.
I think you took my line out of context. He just muted the audio, making himself look smarter.
Oh, you mean this clip?
Let's start with the fact that this episode would work a lot better if we actually saw kids imitating the Powerpuff Girls and getting hurt because of it. Oh wait, that would give these guys a leg to stand on, and you can't have that.
Yeah, I'd explain the problem with this, but I don't have to.
That did nothing to disprove Clay Claymor's point. His whole point is that this episode is actually a satire of standards and practices and just oversensitive parents in general. Edgar's whole point is that, oh, this episode needs to tell a moral to these kids and parents, and because it's not being taken seriously, the moral fails.
Well, it is a thing to bring up since Mr. Enter has crappy editing. Seriously, it's just like the same 5 clips from the episode he's reviewing. But since we're talking about the almighty Mr. Enter, no one has the right to criticize a god.
Okay, look. If you want to talk about the editing, fine. But don't go reality show editor on it.
Reality show? What? What are you even talking about? You mean the part where Clay cut out the audio of a portion that had nothing to do with his previous point, and then instead used that time to talk about the Enter's editing?
Yes, it was. And it was hilarious. It also proves that you're an asshole.
That is the only point you have against Clay Claymore and his travesty. You're just saying he's a jerk without any real proof. Also, that joke was lame and your fanboy boner is showing. Put that thing away, there's kids here on this place, God.
Oh my god. Do you realize that counts as sexual harassment?
No, I didn't, because no, it's not. He's basically just coming in and saying, hey, your inner fanboy's showing.
Do you realize I'm a sexual? But most importantly, do you realize I'm 14 years old?
Good to know. Don't care.
Thanks, now this is the worst nitpick in history. But hey, what do you expect? Since with the cool shit comes the bullshit. And trust me, bullshit is still relevant in 2015.
Hey, I thought I told you to put that boner away. And that is the worst example I've ever seen. I think you just hate these shows because your whipped cream dispenser told you to hate them.
He never talked about packages of Planet X in his entire life.
Okay. I'd make a comment, but once more, I don't have to.
Thanks, now this is the worst nitpick in history.
It's hilarious when I can use your video to commentate on you.
You know what the funny thing is? I agree with this episode that the practices and standards can get out of hand, or at least they used to. Things are a bit different now. But this episode is making a terrible argument, or at least it's presenting the argument very, very badly.
I know that not everyone who thinks there should be some kind of standards in regards to violence or whatever in their shows is a dashed idiot. What I'm saying is there's an argument to be made here. Hell, there's even a satire to be made here. But no, it doesn't want to make this argument.
Oh, come on, not even a sound effect or some sort. You have all this editing software, do all this fancy smancy stuff to Clay Claymore's video, but can't even have a sound clip?
People, just because you suck production-wise, doesn't mean your review is worthless.
You know what? You're right. A poorly edited video doesn't mean that it's worthless. It just means that the production quality is low, extremely low even. It means that it's an absolute chore to sit through. It means that people are generally not going to like it because they're not going to be able to understand your points. And where was I going with this?
A petition here signed by all the parents of Townsville.
Unbelievable. Simply unbelievable. The citizens of Townsville cannot tie their shoe without the Powerpuff Girls.
Straw manning. And this was on the top of my head.
How was that straw man? Are you just gonna throw the word around like Mr. Enter and the Orion broadcast does and did? So far, your rate is on the credibility scale is at Capcom, and that's no good.
You wanna know how is this straw manning?
Please, enlighten us.
What kind of stupid city signs a fucking petition to stop its saviors?
Yeah, that's cool and all, but what does that have to do with Clay's point? I'll give you a hint. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's not a straw man.
I'm pulling this out of my ass.
Well, you've been pulling points out of your ass as well, you ass. Like I said, you're not configuring these points, you're just going all this all blind fanboy rage.
You know, there's a difference between an asshole and having the commenter taking your shit out of context. And you spend half of this commentary taking my shit out of context.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't happen if your shit had context to begin with. Based on what we've seen so far, pretty much all you're doing is fangasming over Mr. Enter and just getting pissed at Clay Claymore because he dared commentate on Mr. Enter. I hate to be that guy, but if the shoe fits, fucking wear it.
The pacing is slow and plodding, and anything that could be considered comedy is anti-humor.
I don't find your show funny, so I'll call it anti-humor. Ha ha, I'm a special snowflake.
Did you even read the script for that crap? Mr. Enter is more interested in how the world became from that show. And all the jokes are stale and tried too hard. Like you.
Yes, I read the script, and yes, some jokes are stale, but it still counts as an insult. I see that Growing Around will get at least 3 seasons.
Correction, it will get no seasons because the jokes are stale. It's not a good script. There are plenty of people that tell Enter this every single time, and Enter shoots him down every single time because he doesn't want anyone criticizing his work. And anyone who does is a troll. Yeah.
Nope. That you're a bullshitting narcissist and expect to look decent. The later videos, not the earlier ones.
Did you even watch any other Mr. Enter videos Clay Claymore did?
Yes, I watched his other videos, and yes, they're as awful as this.
Also, since when did Clay Claymore said he was being better than Mr. Enter? That would make him a narcissist.
Straight at the warning at the beginning of the video.
Yeah, that's a nice pretty warning and all, but where in there does he say that he's better than Mr. Enter? He says he's criticizing him, sure. He says he's expressing a negative opinion about him, sure. But so far in that clip right there, I don't see anywhere indicating that he thinks he's better than Mr. Enter. Look at your fucking proof! And I'm going to pull the plug here. All in all, this video was bad. There is no real redeeming factors that I can really find in this video. All the points that CommentJack makes are just rehashes of the points that he made back in the commentary he did on Clay Claymore, and for some odd reason in this video at least, he doesn't seem to get the reason why we think that is a bad video. It's not because some asshole commentated on your video, CommentJack, it's just because your video is bad. On top of that, he claims that he's not a Mr. Enter fanboy, but the problem that I have with that is that every single time he says that, he practically bends over backwards to prove otherwise. In the entire video, he only makes one decent point against DiCaprio, and that was concerning the pony avatar. I mean, bias, but all the same. Other than that, he pretty much just assumes that DiCaprio is taking his video out of context, and like I said, in order for him to do that, there needs to be some form of context to begin with. All you did throughout your entire commentary on Clay Claymore was insult him, was throw one-liners like, he's pulling that out of his ass. That's great, how? So if DiCaprio did take your line out of context, it wouldn't have been all that hard because you're vague as fuck. This video was bad, and there's no real saving it either. All you really did was go on a tirade on DiCaprio because he dared commentate on your video, and he did so in a not-so-nice way. Welcome to the internet. Not everyone's going to be nice. Anyways, this is Zer Terrify. I'm signing off.